Alright, this video is going to be just me talking about my thoughts on Texas football recently and why they are the way they are right now. It does hurt Oklahoma because it makes the Big 12 look weak. Texas and Oklahoma are the premier schools in the Big 12, and when they're not good, it makes the conference look bad. I mean, other schools come up, but there's never going to be what Texas. Texas is the moneymaker. It's just the way it is. That's how it goes. And ever since '09, they've kind of been on a downhill slide. And to me, there's a few things. I think one thing could be they're not recruiting the right kind of players. Yeah, they get the big time. They get the 5 stars. They get these guys. But they're not the guys who are going to come in and work hard. I look at it as a sense of entitlement. They think they're entitled. They're like, oh, we got all these 5 stars. We don't have to work. We don't have to work hard. It doesn't matter. We're going to be good anyways. We're going to go out and beat teams. Then they go out and get beat by whoever. I mean, we've seen what they've done in the past 3 years. I mean, lost to Iowa State. I mean, at home, I think, actually. BYU runs for 550 yards on them runs, just running. I mean, that's just some of the games. Oklahoma's destroyed them the last 2 years. It hasn't even been close. The year before that, we won. So we've won 3 in a row, going for 4 this year. It doesn't look like they have a chance to beat us again. I mean, but we'll see. I'll make a preview video on that and kind of talk about that, but I don't want to get too cocky. But they just... And to me, one of the problems is football nowadays is all about your quarterback. That's just how it is. You can't a corner can't cover a wide receiver like you used to could. You can't get physical like you used to could. So that gives a wide receiver a lot more of a gap, and defenses get called for penalties a lot more often because they just call it stricter. That's just the way it is. Same way in the NFL. I mean, that's why quarterbacks are putting up the numbers they are, because bigger holes to throw into. You don't have to throw into tight spaces anymore because corners can't cover like they used to could. And so, like the rule, there's been rules changes. There's been all these different changes. Quarterbacks dominate the game. If you have a great quarterback, you're gonna be good. Look at the NFL; it's the same way. Peyton Manning plays for the Broncos. Anybody, I mean, they're good. Tom Brady, terrible wide receivers, not good running backs, decent offensive line, and they're still 4-0. And he still puts up big numbers because he's a great quarterback. That's just the way it goes now. Drew Brees, same way. The great quarterback. Aaron Rodgers doesn't have very many wide receivers. I mean, he's got... You see what... I mean, you think they're big-time receivers. They go to anybody else. They're not big-time receivers. Look at Jennings in Minnesota. He's not what he was. He's got Ponder now. It's just the way it is. And the guy who was it? Mike Wallace, goes to the Dolphins. And Tannehill's going to be a good quarterback, but he's still not what Roethlisberger is. He's not putting up the numbers he was. Quarterbacks dominate the game now. And David Ash is not the answer for Texas. He just doesn't look like a good quarterback to me. He never has. He doesn't throw a great ball. He gets flustered. He can't go and see something and see the linebackers are blitzing and switch to a slant. He can't do that. He doesn't understand the game of football, I don't think. He can't go up and read the defense and then change to what he needs to change to. I've already seen Blake Bell do that several times. That's just what you have to do as a quarterback now. You have to be ahead of the defense, and he's not. He likes to run it too much. It's just this Mike Davis. He's 5-star talent, huge talent, and he goes down there and he acts like a dang idiot and freaking tries to hurt that dude this weekend. They're recruiting the wrong players, and they don't develop. They do not develop players. They have Mike Davis, 5-star, another 5-star. Doesn't matter. Oklahoma's pulling in 3 stars, and look what they're doing. It's just, I mean, we pull in every once in a while, we get a 5-star. We pull in a lot of 4 stars, we get 3 stars. I mean, Sam Bradford was a 3-star. I mean, they don't work hard anymore, and and Texas should never have a down year like they have now, like they had 2 years ago. Oklahoma was supposed to be in a down year this year, and we're in the top 10 again. I mean, that's just how it's supposed to be at schools like that. Down years are supposed to be that. I mean, yeah, we've had 8-5 seasons. a few years ago on our really down year when our starting quarterback got hurt. Same way in 2005 when our quarterback was a freshman. I mean, that's going to happen. But they should never be 5-7. That's ridiculous. Their defense should never be that bad. Yeah, they can be young, but they're not. This was the year they were supposed to be good. All those terrible seasons they were telling these Texas fans, wait till 2013, wait till 2013. They still suck. It's just they're gonna have to fire Mac Brown. That's what's gonna happen. The loss odds already set down. They're gonna fire Mac Brown. Which is the worst possible thing for Oklahoma. Because if they bring in a big time coach and he starts recruiting, and he can coach, then Oklahoma's in trouble. Because I don't know, but another thing is if someone goes to USC, which everyone's kind of saying that's who they really want, then that would help because A&M's not going to pull in the recruits like they were. But yeah, Texas they have some problems, but I mean they're fixable. I mean, get a new coach in there and get to work. Get someone. I think Matt Brown's kind of overstayed his welcome, but yeah, I just wanted to say a little bit about that. I've been wanting to make a video about Texas for a while. I'm just kind of giving my opinion. Everyone talks about how bad they are, and I mean, I understand that they aren't good anymore. They aren't good like they were, but I just wanted to kind of give my opinion. And like I said, I'll have some videos tonight up, hopefully up tonight, maybe tomorrow. I need to do a Cowboys preview, but I don't even know if I'm going to. I can just pretty much just say they're going to lose, so. Alright, until next time, Boomer Sooner.